I would say that my motto is to never give up, to be honest. Which doesn't mean, never give up if something is not working. It means never give up in your dream of, if we're talking about entrepreneurship, never give up in your dream of becoming your own boss and creating something new. And if something is not working, you can test it and see the result and change it. But the ultimate goal of creating a company or creating value for your customers should always remain there. You can't give up on that. Leaders and managers are definitely not the same thing. It's two very different jobs, and I think the startup phase, when you're working the first, 1, 2, 3 years of your company, you need leaders for sure. You need people that jumpstart their projects without having to, you don't want to micromanage their tasks because you want them to add value to your project. Usually, like, a leader sets the processes for the company, and then a manager implements them. That's the difference. And it's difficult to be both. It's difficult also to transition from one to another. That's why sometimes the founder is not the CEO being the manager and the founder being you can call it visionary leader. I always try to, set the example of what needs to be done. Even if I'm not technically skilled in a specific project, I tend to get involved and set the example of at least having the goodwill to be there and do even the most boring task within the project. I think most of it is it's kind of who you are. It's linked to your personality. And it's not like you're always a leader, like in any respect of your life. Sometimes you follow, sometimes you lead. It depends on the project, on the situation, on your life circumstances. I would say people, to be honest, and especially the people I work with. Because at the end of the day, like, one of the best things about having a physical product behind your idea is that you can see people around wearing it. So that's kind of motivating. But it's never as motivating as having a group of people that believes in the same project. We choose people based on attitude rather than skills, except for very specific and technical roles, like, for example, software development or website development. That's highly technical, and you need to look at both. But we never oversee the cultural fit that a person might or might not have in the company, and that's, I think, why we have a very good culture and spirit within Velasca. Beside my stuff, that's what I do. I'm always involved in the projects, even if I'm not the technical expert in it. As I said before, it's about showing that you're there and not just managing from a remote location. Doesn't work in that way. I'm not the guy that divides professional and personal life too much. First of all, I try to be honest. Try not to have second agendas, because that's what kills culture, I think, in a team. Second of all, I try to, if we do, pursue a project, I try to put myself in the middle of it. And thirdly, I like to research deeply into even technical stuff that doesn't belong to me before we're doing a project. So even if I'm not the person doing it, I know what we're talking about. So I try to be at least knowledgeable of the area we're working in.